our participants are with the free and reduced lunch program throughout the school year. The Westerville Area Kids Lunch Club provides nutritious meals throughout the summer with recreational activities and educational activities to provide a cool experience for kids in the summer when they normally wouldn't have access to nutritional food. You know, the impact throughout the whole community has been fantastic. The response has been very, very positive. Parents very supportive and participating. Some oftentimes surprised that we're making a program like this available, but very, very thankful that that a program like the Westerville Area Kids Lunch Club is made available for them and their children.
WORM is phenomenal. They are a really good organization. I have 4 children, and this summer I was able to save about $100 a month by coming down and participating in the lunch program. And not only is it a lunch program that provides food, it provides activities for my children to enjoy. And I have a child that's autistic, and it provides him with some interaction with other kids his age. So when he heads back to school this year, it won't just be bam, welcome to the real world again, because he's had that all summer.
What this means for us is that things that I normally would have on hand if I were working are not available to us in the house. They have basic breakfast, you know, bread and peanut butter at lunch, and then you know, a protein and maybe rice and vegetable at night. It's just basic necessities that we're going through right now, and that's a big step down for us. And I've noticed that there are a lot of families who kids might not be eating even 3 meals a day, or they have disabilities that are plaguing their families. And it's just interesting to me to see the gap that this is bridging for our family right now that I never thought I would have to access, really, and how beneficial it is for them socially too, because, you know, no child is going to come up to one of their friends outside and say, I don't have lunch, or when their friends go in for lunch, invite themselves in. From that aspect, they get the interaction of the other kids, which is very heartwarming to see. They instantly make friends with one another when they walk up to the playground.
Yeah, the first day we came here, my son wouldn't get out of the car. He has Asperger's, and he's like, they're going to be mean to me because the other place that we had went to, they hadn't accepted him very well and stuff. He came the next time, and he wouldn't talk to anybody, and his sisters walked up with him to get the lunch, and I sat all the way over here by the trees. Wouldn't play any games, and then Laura Kate and them kept coming over talking to him and just encouraging him to come play and stuff, and finally by the end of that week he was playing games with them. And it's been like a huge breakthrough for him personally and stuff, because we went to his doctor and his counselor, and they always ask him if anything new's happened and stuff, and he's like, yes. He said, I have new friends. He said, I play with them at my lunch program. He said, they give me good lunch and they're nice to me. And he started naming off Laura Kate and everybody, and I mean, it was just such a great thing. I mean, because not only are they getting a good meal, but I mean, him personally in the last month has come so far as talking and playing and interacting and stuff, and they don't treat him any different. They're very good with him. And then when my kids were kind of down about our electric being out and stuff, the lunches that they sent home on Friday, actually that's what we ate and got through the weekend with.
They love playing in the water. Those are their favorite things, when they get the water guns out, or water balloons, or hoses. Those are always really fun, especially this summer when it's been so hot. And I remember one day in particular we were here and it was raining really hard, and the kids just went outside, out from underneath the shelter, and they just started playing in the rain and in the mud, and it was messy, but they had a lot of fun. And I think that that's probably their most memorable moment from this summer, being able to come down here and just have a good time getting soaked and playing in the rain. The volunteers here are so kind and generous, and they make an effort to get to know you and your family and your kids. They call you by name, They've always been kind and helpful, and we just really appreciate them and the friendships that we're making with them.
I have actually 3 children here, and they've made friends that they'll have in school now because they met them here first. They may go to different schools later on, but they'll know who their friends are or who they can go up to when they get into their classroom situations at school now. And you can hear them. They're just excited to be here. My kids jump in the car. Come on, let's go. And I don't come every day, so it means a lot to them. And the weekend lunch program, I don't have to worry whether they're getting enough. I'm grateful for that. So for all the people who are involved in this program, I'm absolutely so humbled and grateful for their ability to sacrifice their time, their energy, because it doesn't pay anything for these volunteers to be out here. But it made a world of difference to my kids and my family this year. And I know I'm not speaking for just myself. I've talked to a lot of moms, and it has helped them so tremendously. They, at a time of just absolutely critical financial stress in everybody's life, they've been able to help us benefit our families in ways that we could never have imagined. Every day they're out here.
We set up the campsite every day, so we set up tablecloths and the tents and activities for the kids, and then we unload the food every day, wait for the kids to eat, and then pick up after them.
It takes so many volunteers to run a program like this at 4 different locations this year, and we're just so thankful for their willingness to give back to the community in such a practical way, to serve kids, to love kids, to help kids get nutritional food, but also recreational opportunities and educational opportunities. You can't run a program like this without dozens, literally hundreds of volunteers volunteering their time and their effort every day. Our program operates 5 days a week, rain or shine. It's 54 service days this summer, and so you can just imagine at 4 different sites the number of volunteers we need to help serve food to kids, to help engage kids in recreational activities, to help engage kids in educational activities, and just strike up friendships with kids. Just the relational context of trying to help kids have a fun summer, maybe learn some things, and be healthy.
I can't believe that the volunteers have stuck it out in this miserable, hot, 90, 100 degree weather to come out here and do this for us. It has been, a lot of days when it's just so miserable, we don't leave the house. They're out here every day. I don't know how they're doing it, but without them, this program would have just not had any success at all. So the outreach and the dedication of the volunteers here, it's just great for my children to even see that, because we aren't always going to be here and need this program. But here, at a time of our greatest need, they've been here to help us out, and I'm just so thankful.
To run a program like this, we can't do it by ourselves. We have literally dozens of sponsors. Our main sponsor is Mount Carmel St. Anne's Hospital, who really stepped up to say that they wanted to help eradicate hunger and feed hungry children throughout the summer. And they've been a huge sponsor and support of ours. Partnering with the Westerville City Schools, who provides the meals for us that we distribute to the kids, and their partnership has been just tremendous, and different entities throughout the community who are involved, volunteer organizations, Rotary clubs, and others, churches throughout the city, who have sent volunteers, who have sent support, and serve as ongoing partners with WARM through all of our programming is really what makes a program like this possible.